Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another book review. Today we're going to be talking about The Power of Broke by Daymond John. I've read another one of Daymond John's books and done a review on it. I'll have that link in the description below. And I decided to pick this one up because the last one I really enjoyed. Daymond John's like an entrepreneur who's very near and dear to my heart. Like Gary Vaynerchuk always says, if someone who looks like you has done it, like you can do it too. And I think Daymond John's kind of like that guy for me, where I just really admire what he was able to build with Fubu, and he very much is like in line with what I want to do. So, yes. I'm just gonna it's gonna be a very short review. It's not like a lot of textual analysis, but I want to start off by saying the reason why it's super important to read different types of books, and biographies particularly, especially if you're an entrepreneur, is you really get inspired by the story of other entrepreneurs. And that is what this book was able to do for me. It was just be extremely inspiring. I want to read kind of just two different things in particular. I decided to move because I was really blown out on the lighting in that spot. So yes, so there's two things that I wanted to talk about that were takeaways for me. When he talks about getting out there, right? This is on page 180, and he talks about sort of like the evolution of a brand and how you should think about strategizing in terms of building a brand. And he says, the first thing you have to have is an item, the second thing is a label, then you become a brand, then you become a lifestyle. And I thought it was just, for me, very helpful to think about that evolution as it relates to Rooks and Queens, which some of you guys may know. That's the esports lifestyle clothing brand that I started. And yes, so the second takeaway was on page 67, where he says, a lot of young people, they don't get that, he observed. They think it takes some kind of publicity machine, some kind of expertise to build a brand. But your brand is you, plain and simple. It's what you stand for, how you carry yourself, and it doesn't cost a thing, not a penny. You just need to identify it and start living it and put it out there. You've got YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all these different platforms, and they're all free. The opportunity is there for the taking, so it's never too early to start building the ideology of what your brand is and start living it. That part for me was just again, just really inspiring, because it's just, he's someone who built a brand, and he's talking about all these tools and resources that we have in today's age that if you're not using them, you're kind of just wasting the opportunity. And every one of us is a brand. So in some way you need to be branding yourself or building a brand, and you are your own brand. So having written medium, video, audio, all these different avenues of getting your message out there, broadcasting your message, it's valuable that you take advantage of these opportunities. And this is the last thing I'm going to close with, where he talks about the power of broke, right? And so I think this kind of summarizes what the power of broke is all about. It's all about tapping into the mindset that finds us when you're in that place of hunger, that place of desperation, and putting it to work. It's about embracing the up against it mentality that might have stamped your childhood, the paycheck to paycheck, make every penny count culture that defines so many American households, and putting it to work for you instead of against you. It's also about the kinds of pitfalls that can find you if you get your hands on too much money too soon in the development of your business. So, that kind of speaks for itself. The power of broke is all about, it's kind of hustle. It's I guess, the summary. I'm just trying to keep this short because I don't want to make this video too long. But yeah, I highly recommend this book for anyone who needs to get inspired, any young entrepreneurs out there. I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Yeah. That's the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.